Another question from the Year 12 half-yearly exams, and it's on the topic trigonometry. If we read the question here, we find, let's underline the keywords. Raj cycles around a course. The course starts at E and passes through F, then G and H, and goes back to where it started from. It finishes at E. The distance EH, as you see, EH is equal to GH, and the diagram is not to scale. The question is asking you what is the length of EF and to the nearest kilometer. Now, it doesn't mention which formula to use, so the students have to know what's the appropriate formula to use, even though they're given the formula sheet. So let's have a look. Take a triangle EFH, EFG, this triangle. So if we're after EF, we're supposed to have the angle that facing it, and this will bring us to think of the sine rule. So the students must know that sine rule is the appropriate one to use, but as they've studied, the sine rule needs for every side, it has to have the opposite angle that's facing it. And here we don't have, we're missing angle FEGF. So we are given this angle, we're given this angle, we need to find the third angle in the triangle. So another property of the triangle, they must know that the angle sum of a triangle is 180. So in triangle EFG, we have 180, take away the sum of the other two angles, 139 plus 31 degrees. And this will give you 10 degrees. Therefore, the missing angle here is 10 degrees. Fine. Now, we'll be able to use sine rule, and as I said, the rules are given to them on a formula sheet. So sine rule would be A over sine angle A equal B over sine angle B. In this case, we'll be taking 82 over sine of the angle facing it, and 82 is facing the angle F, so it's sine 139 degrees equal to EF over sine the new angle that we just found, 10 degrees. The next step will be cross multiply, so we'll get EF times sine 139 degrees equal to 82 times sine 10 degrees. Now we have to make EF the subject, therefore the next step would be EF equal to everything on the other side, which is 82 times sine 10, divided by whatever next to the EF by sine 139 degrees. That's another property of algebra, making EF the subject. Putting all this on the calculator, you end up with 21.7 kilometer, but the question is asking you to the nearest kilometer, so you need to round off, and will be 22 kilometers. Therefore, EF, the length of EF is 22 kilometers. Now, before we even answer this question, which is asking us what's the total distance that Raj cycles to the nearest kilometer, if we need to add all this, we already found EF, which was 22 kilometers from the previous part, but we still don't know what's GH, that part and EH, even though they are equal. So we need to look at the triangle EGH. As you notice, it's a right angle triangle and it's isosceles, that two sides are equal, and we're given this hypotenuse 82 kilometers. So thinking back, they've learned Pythagoras theorem can be applied in this case to find the missing sides, which is EH and GH. I'm going to say let each one of these sides be x. Then I will apply the formula of Pythagoras theorem. So it will be x squared plus x squared equal to 82 squared. So now x squared plus x squared, all the students know to collect like terms. So that gives you 2x squared, which equal to 82 squared. Again, x squared would be equal to 82 squared divided by 2. This is all algebra work. X squared will be equal to 3,362. The next step is x squared. X would be equal to the square root using the calculator of 62, and that will give you about 57.9 etc. kilometers, but you still have to round it off, and that will be in general 58 kilometers. So this means we found that EH is equal to 58 kilometers and GH is equal to 58 kilometers because they are equal sides. Now you can answer the question, which is the total distance that Raj cycled. The total distance, he started from E, gone to F, from F to G, from G to H, and from H back he finishes at E. So E, G, he does not cross that dotted line. That was given to us as a clue or as a hint to be able to find the other missing sides. So the total distance would be just adding all the sides, and would be 22, the first one that we found, plus 64, which is given to us, plus 58, which we found, another 58, and the sum of all that would be 202 kilometers. So this is the whole distance that Raj cycled. So to sum up, all this question, it was involved with trigonometry, which is using the sine rule, sum of a triangle, angle sum of a triangle, as well as Pythagoras theorem. So this total knowledge of previous things that they've learned, they had to put it all into solving this kind of problem.